Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, there lived a poor farmer named Hiroshi. Hiroshi was a kind and hardworking man, but despite his efforts, he struggled to make ends meet. One cold winter's day, as Hiroshi was returning home from the market, he found a beautiful crane caught in a hunter's trap. The crane's feathers were as white as snow, and its eyes were filled with pain and fear. Moved by compassion, Hiroshi carefully freed the crane from the trap and tended to its wounds. He took the bird home, where he nursed it back to health. Over the following days, the crane grew stronger and eventually flew away, disappearing into the sky. A few days later, a mysterious woman appeared at Hiroshi's door. She was dressed in a simple yet elegant kimono, and her beauty was beyond compare. The woman introduced herself as Yukiko and asked if she could stay with Hiroshi for a while. Hiroshi, though puzzled by her sudden appearance, agreed to let her stay. Yukiko proved to be a wonderful companion. She helped Hiroshi with his chores and even wove beautiful fabrics that fetched a high price at the market. With Yukiko's help, Hiroshi's fortunes began to change. He was no longer poor, and his life was filled with joy and prosperity. However, Yukiko had one condition. Hiroshi must never watch her while she was weaving. Curiosity gnawed at Hiroshi, but he respected Yukiko's wish. One day, however, his curiosity got the better of him. He quietly approached the room where Yukiko was weaving and peeked inside. To his astonishment, he saw a crane sitting at the loom, weaving the fabric with its feathers. Realizing that Yukiko was the crane he had saved, Hiroshi gasped in surprise. The crane noticed him and immediately stopped weaving. Yukiko, now in her human form, looked at Hiroshi with sadness in her eyes. She explained that she was indeed the crane he had rescued, and she had taken human form to repay his kindness. However, because Hiroshi had broken his promise, she could no longer stay with him. With tears in her eyes, Yukiko transformed back into a crane and flew away, leaving Hiroshi heartbroken. Hiroshi watched the crane disappear into the sky, filled with regret for his actions. He realized that his curiosity had cost him the companionship of the beautiful and kind Yukiko. From that day on, Hiroshi lived a life of solitude, always remembering the crane that had brought him so much happiness. He never forgot the lesson he had learned about trust and the consequences of breaking it. The villagers often spoke of the beautiful crane and the mysterious woman who had once lived with Hiroshi. They admired the fabrics she had woven and remembered the joy she had brought to the village. Hiroshi's story became a legend, passed down through generations as a tale of kindness, love, and the importance of keeping one's promises. And so, the memory of the beautiful crane lived on, forever etched in the hearts of the villagers.